What's up, YouTubers? This is Mike for Narcotropolis. How is everybody doing? I'm doing another Philadelphia thing. So if you're new to the channel, please like and subscribe. Nothing about opioids. Again, just another one, another request. So please make sure that notification bell so you're notified when I go live every Saturdays, which is tomorrow at 11 a.m. So sit back, enjoy the vlog. This is for my Rocky fans only. Seriously, welcome to Narcotropolis, fentanyl opioid epidemic, right here in Philly. So guys, our first stop here in Philadelphia is right here in the corner of, sorry about the camera shaking like that, right here in the corner of 10th and Snyder in South Philadelphia. And little history on the corner right here next to the 7-Eleven. There's a 7-Eleven right here in the corner. And a little history over here I'm going to show you about the first house in the corner. And if you're not familiar with the Philadelphia mob in the 70s and 80s, and you might want to Google this one, I might show you a picture there, here and there. The leader of the mafia in the 70s and early 80s before Nicky Scarfo took over was Bruno. Big man Bruno. He lived in this first house right here. On the corner right here. He was the leader of the mob. Let's see if I can get this shot in. There you go. He parked right here where I'm parked. Right here. I'm parked right in front where the incident happened. He was being driven by his driver. And as the police report states, he was in the passenger seat, and his driver pulled up right here in front of his house. This is his house, and the driver. This is why they know it was a setup. The driver rolled down the passenger back window in the back seat. And someone came out of the lot here on the right and stuck a shotgun to the... Right after that, Nicky Scarfo took over. Yes, Nicky Scarfo. The most ruthless killer, mob leader, boss we ever had here in Philadelphia. I believe it was 81, 82 he took over. I have to Google it and check real quick and let you know. But yes, right there, they're calling it a historical house. I don't know why. But they don't want you loitering around it. No, there used to be signs of no pictures, but they had to take it down because of the First Amendment. But that's just something I want to share with you guys. If you're not familiar with the Bruno family and the mob from the 70s and early 80s here in Philadelphia, great story. They got documentaries about it. Go check it out. Now let's go check out some Rocky locations here in South Philly.
Like that. Stop it, man. Hey, don't you never say that. Come here. You stick up the neighborhood. Hey, you know, when I was your age, there was only one girl in the whole neighborhood that talks like that. You know what I mean? That was it, just one. What are you doing? Well, I'll make your teeth yellow. Don't do that. I like yellow teeth. I'll make your breath like garbage. Maybe I like garbage. Come on, nobody likes garbage. Anyway, this girl with the dirty mouth, she wasn't bad looking, but you see, none of the guys ever took her serious, you see? They never took her out for any serious date. Why? Because that's the way guys are. They laugh when you talk dirty, they think you're cute. But after a while, you get a reputation, that's it. You get no respect, you understand? You get no respect. I gotta use a bad word. Whore. You understand? Whore. See, you use dirty words and maybe you end up becoming a whore, you understand? You're 12. It don't matter. You don't really have to be one. You just act like one, and that's it. Boom. Hey, you get a bad rep. You understand? 20 years from now, people are going to say, hey, do you remember Marie? No. Who's she? She's a little whore that hung down the Atomic Hoagie shop. Oh, yeah. Now I remember her. You see, they don't remember you. They remember the rep. You understand? Hey, you got a boyfriend? No, you ain't got a boyfriend. You know why? Why don't you think you have a boyfriend? Because you're hanging out with them coconuts in the corner, you understand? You hang out with them coconuts, you get nowhere. They're lemons. lemon. You hang out with nice people, you get nice friends. You understand? You hang out with smart people, you get smart friends. You hang out with yo-yo people, you get yo-yo friends. You see, simple mathematics. I hope you ain't gonna.
I won't.
What was I gonna say?
You hope I don't keep acting like a whore. I'll turn into one, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Night, Rocky.
Good night, Marie. Take care, you know?
Hey, Rocky.
Yo.
Screw you, creepo.
Yeah, who are you to give advice, creepo? Huh? Who are you?
So, guys, what you just saw was Rocky walking little Mary to her house. Screw you, bozo. I believe that's what she said. But so that was one of many locations coming. Stay tuned. The next location is one of my favorite characters in the movie that is not really talked about that much. He always has a few minutes in every one, except I think 2 Rockies. But Father Carmine, hey, Father Carmine, hey, Rocky, what are you doing, Rocky? Well, we're going to the church where he's from. Remember, a lot of history in his church. Adrian and Rocky was married there at 17th and Mars at St. Thomas Church, Catholic Church. And we're headed there now. Maybe Father Carmine might be there. We'll never know. Let's go check it out. See you soon. And here we are, St. Thomas Church. That's the church where Adrian and Rocky walked right out them doors right there, and walked out after getting married. If you walk in the back of the church, it's like a parking lot back here. Don't mind my keys. Let me hold my keys. There's like a parking lot back here. Let's see. You're going to recognize the window as soon as you see it. You're going to recognize it. And if you look to the left right here, up. Let's see. Right over here. Right behind it. Right where this gate is at. Does that look familiar to you guys? Check it out. Father Carmine!
Hey, yo, Father Carmine! Father Carmine! Hey, Father Carmine, you home? Father Carmine! Hey, yo, Father Carmine!
Ma chi è?
That's me, Rocky Balboa.
Rocky?
Yeah.
Ma che cosa fai là? Non deve fare la lotta questa sera.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to the fight right now, but I was wondering if you could do me a small favor, you know?
Ma sicuro, che favore, che?
Well, it's about the fight, you know? Now I got the family and the baby and all that stuff, and I was wondering, you know, if you could throw down a blessing so that if I get beat up tonight, you know, it won't be too bad, you know? Could you do something like that?
Padre, Figlio, Spirito Santo. E così sì.
Thanks a lot, Father. Listen, I appreciate it. I gotta go. I'm so late. I'll see you in church, I hope. Take care.
So that was 2313 Lambert Street. 2313 Lambert Street. 2300. Look up the sign up there. Look at the sign. 2300 Lambert. Google it. Rocky's house. The one him and Adrian bought in part 2.
Nice house. I'd say it's a nice house in general, wouldn't you? Huh? Look at these bricks, Adrian.
My husband's an expert on bricks.
Are these new bricks?
Yeah, oh, this is a very solid neighborhood.
Yeah?
I like this. Very
I like these bricks. They're very nicely done here. Look very solid. Nice mailbox. I like this mailbox. You know, these numbers almost add up to 9 here. I like that. That's a good omen. Oh, wow. Nice house. Really nice. Hey, Adrian, maybe that's a great spot for a bag. You know, I can teach you how to work that bag someday, you know?
Does it have copper plumbing?
Upstairs and down.
Yeah?
This whole house is supported with steel.
whole thing?
Yeah.
And this was the block. 2300 Lambert. 2313. So it was 911 right there. 2313. That's the house Rocky and Adrian bought. Pretty cool, right? Now let's take a ride. Let's take a ride by the Italian market. What the hell? Italian market with the little kid threw the apple at him, or the orange when he was jogging. And like you see the produce stands on both sides, and the little kid throws him a fruit. And then on the next Rocky was an older man that threw him a fruit when he went back jogging down there. We're gonna go down there right now, so stay tuned for that. Real quick, guys, before I go show you the Italian market where Rocky ran down the street, I wanted to show you this restaurant over here. The reason why I really don't talk about this that much, I think when Rocky 5 was over, that was the truly last Rocky made. So I really don't care too much about anything after Rocky 5. But as you, this right here, this restaurant right here, the Victor Cafe, right here. Does that look familiar? That's Adrian's in the movie Rocky 6 and 7, if you want to call it. But that's the cafe where they named it Adrian just for the movie. I believe it was in part 6. And if you want to call it part 7, I don't know. But yeah, I don't care too much anything after part 5. After Tommy Gun, I don't care nothing about Rocky movies anymore. But I wanted to share that with you real quick. So let's go to the Italian market. So here we are at 9th Street. The Italian market is 1 block up. But see this building on the right? Stood a church there when they were filming Rocky 1. That was a church, and here we are at Pat Steaks, guys. Real quick, let me show you. Let me get out and record it. And of course, Pat Steaks. Competition is Geno's Steaks right there. A lot of famous people came here to Geno's and the Pats. But straight ahead is the Italian market. It's not like it used to be in the 70s and 80s. A lot of change. But this was all, you know, all the way back to 125 years, all Italian and Irish immigrants that had fruit stands on both sides of the street. Up this corner here, at not this stop sign, at the next stop, at the light. As soon as you pass that light, that's where Rocky ran down and caught the fruit from the little boy and from the older guy. It was like, I know part 2 he caught the fruit, or I believe it was part 2, and then no, part 1 he caught the fruit. In part 2 he went back out here and caught the fruit from the older guy. Part 1 he caught it from the young kid, and it's up here on the corner. There's still fruit stands there, but not like it used to be. Like when I was a kid, I even worked at Giordano's. Giordano's is right here on the right-hand side on the corner. I was probably working there when I was 12 years old, maybe. It's just sitting there and selling fruits to the people that wanted fruit. But right there on the right-hand side across the street is the famous Giordano's. They have another Giordano's produce stand on the corner of 8th Street. This is 9th Street. But they have another one. I worked at that one too. I worked at this one on 9th Street on Washington Avenue, and on 8th and Washington Avenue. I worked at both of them. I was very young, 12, 13 years old, and when I was working at them stands. But as you can see, they sell produce. You can see the produce. And this is where he ran and caught the fruit from the little kid on my left. Little kid, I believe he had blonde, brownish hair. Right here on the left, he caught the fruit. And then on the right, right here on the right, he caught it from the older guy. So yeah, this is it right here, guys. Famous Italian market. See, it's not like it used to. All these vendors here with we got fruits here, but the ones we just passed, they didn't have none. Both sides are full of fruits. Yeah, so this is it. The Italian market where Rocky ran down and headed towards the art museum. So guys, there was another spot I wanted to show you in Rocky 5 where his son was beaten up and his jacket, his coat was stolen off of him. I've shown that more than once on my channel, so I really didn't want to go over there. It's not really that far from here, but I just wanted to share these locations with you. This here in the 70s and 80s was like mob country, like mob country, like really. I don't know if you're familiar with the family, the mob family here in South Philadelphia, but right here on Christian Street, there was a guy named Frankie Flowers. He was a union worker. He worked at the church. He didn't want to pay Nicky Scarfo, Bruno, tax dues. He didn't want to pay his taxes, street taxes to the mob, and he was assassinated. They had him killed. I'm going to show you the spot where he was shot and killed, right over here. On the right-hand side. Right up here. See these apartment buildings here? This was an empty lot back then where cars can park. And he was sitting on a milk crate, right in here. These were parking lots. And he was sitting on a milk crate, and they came up from behind and they shot him and killed him. First they beat him up to give him a warning, and he still didn't pay, so a week later they killed him right there. Yeah, Frankie Flowers was really like, I don't give a shit kind of guy. He's like, I'm not paying shit. If he's not the government, I'm not paying, and he didn't want to pay street taxes to the mob, so they had him killed. Guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. I know a lot of you guys been asking, do more of this, give Kensington a break, give the opioid crisis a break, do more of this. So that's why I wanted to do this for you guys. You've seen my Kensington videos with the Rocky houses and locations down here, and South Philly is like, people really don't talk about the South Philly locations that much. Every time you go on YouTube, it's always Kensington locations. So I wanted to bring that to you guys. So I hope you like it. If you're new to the channel, please like and subscribe. Make sure you hit that notification bell so you'll be notified when I go live tomorrow, every Saturday, 11 a.m. Until next time, love is the key. This is Mike from Narcotropolis. Peace.